G'day guys, happy Thursday, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here, ready to go through our daily chart analysis. First off, let's give a like and a sub if you haven't visited the channel before. I would appreciate you subscribing. Remember, you can always leave comments for me and I will always do my best to respond. If there's anything you want to discuss, feel free to leave a comment. All right, let's start with, let's go over here and have a look. What do you know? Apex. So if you expedited CPI and you managed to pass some accounts, well done. I didn't pass the accounts I was hoping to pass. I went full port on 10 contracts, and unfortunately the pullback during the news was enough of a pullback to hit the trailing drawdown. So unfortunately those accounts failed, but I'm going to go again today on PPI. I'm going to use the straddle method and I'm going to try and pass a couple more accounts today. So Apex have extended their sale till the 30th of September, so you can get 80% off 80% off your evals, $35 resets, and 1 day to pass using code Jimmy. So that expires now on the 30th of September. So feel free to grab some more evals. There's plenty more news to come. We have PPI tonight, this morning, and then we will have plenty of other news throughout the rest of the month. All right, let's have a look. Talking about news, let's look at the calendar. So here we are on the calendar, and as I said, we have the PPI and unemployment claims both at 8:30 a.m. this morning. So we'll see if that provides some volatility, hopefully enough to pass a few evals. We will see. All right, so 8:30 a.m. Unless you're planning to try and expedite some evals, then we don't look to trade until 9:30. We wait till market open and we will search for a position. 9 a.m. for commodities, 9:30 a.m. for indices. All right, let's head on over to the charts. Okay, here we are on NQ. And overall, we had a pretty good day with bias yesterday. I think we got the bias right on most assets. Possibly just gold we didn't, but we'll check it out anyway. But we can see we had quite an expansion yesterday on NQ. So we weren't in a point of interest for NQ, and price has been pulled along with ES, which was at a point of interest. We acknowledged yesterday that we had a price closure above the previous day, therefore we were anticipating bullish price action into this bearish FEG. We got exactly that. We did have a sell-off. Unfortunately, there was no position that I took in the morning because most of the morning was sell-off, but the PM session where I'm sleeping may have provided something or an opportunity with this large expansion. So now price is resting in this bearish FEG. Bearish FEG equals a bearish bias. We've already taken out previous day high, so be interested to see what price does. You know, will it come down and respect this body of the previous day. But we are in a bearish FEG, so therefore I'm going to look for some sort of pullback. And remembering what we've talked about before, that our bias is just there to help us frame an idea to look for a position. And we may get bearish price action in the AM, enough to give us a position. So that's what we would look for. Okay. So drop into the hourly, and I've left these markings here because of what we already put in place yesterday, but we can see that all our concepts were playing out here. So we had that sell-off after CPI. Now that sell-off respected this bullish breaker almost to the tick. So it's great to see that play out. And then we can see this expansion that occurred. So with that, price closed above the negative 2.5. We took out all this low resistance liquidity through here. Obviously there's still more low resistance liquidity we can target up higher here. And we've all but reached the -4. So you could look at that as our bias has been complete, our concepts have been completed. Now we can see price consolidating, and no doubt news will give some sort of reaction, and we'll see if we do in fact sell off. So still with this bullish structure here on the hourly, would be looking for a change in the state of delivery here to consider that bearish bias to get that alignment. So I'll be watching to see if we get some sort of displacement lower here. To align with our daily bias. Let's have a look at ES. So we had ES was located in this bullish FEG. So that was our point of interest. And we can see how ES came all the way back down yesterday. It was quite a recovery, to be honest. And then we are now resting in this bearish FEG. And we can see here how price is respecting this bearish order block at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how price continues to react to this level. So bearish bias for ES. If we drop down to the hourly, same thing again. I've still got the drawings on there from yesterday. And look at this. I mean, yes, that breaker was still respected, but the change in the state of delivery there, perfectly respected yesterday with that sell-off, perfectly respected. So another perfect example of our concepts playing out. And again, we had our close above the -2.5, where we anticipate price to reach the -4. And so we'll be waiting to see what happens. Price is rolling a little bit here, getting some consolidation. This is the daily order block. Until we get that change in the state of delivery, then I'm still not looking bearish on the hourly structure just yet. That should have been bearish from the daily. All right. Let's have a look at Euro futures. Okay. Price was located at a bearish FEG when we did our analysis yesterday, and we can see that price did in fact sell off from there and close lower. So our bearish bias was correct. Here is our target level, moving from internal to external. So looking for price to continue lower here on 6E. Let's have a look at the hourly. So here was our reversal. And since that reversal, price has been unable to turn around. It's continued to respect bearish PD arrays. We've wicked up into this bearish FEG, sold off. We've tried to come back up, been unable to. We still have low resistance liquidity to sweep through here. If we have a look at the manipulation of this leg here, we can see that we reached the -2 and we've consolidated. So watching to see price move out of this level. If we get a close below this -2.5, then we can anticipate expansion to the -4, and that lines up beautifully with this low resistance liquidity. So overall bearish on Euro futures. CL. We had the bias correct here on CL yesterday. So price was located at this swing low on the daily. Therefore, we were looking for bullish price action and we got just that. So we're looking for price to continue higher here. We do have a swing point here that will no doubt see price react to, but we are looking to see if price can get into this bearish FEG. So bullish for oil. So we saw the change in state of delivery here for oil and price respecting that. We have low resistance liquidity on the other side of price. And some more through here as well. So these will be target areas. I do like these equal highs here. So looking for price to continue with its move higher. We can also see price been respecting the bullish PD arrays as well. So we're dipping down into a bullish FEG and moving higher. And we didn't in fact do the same thing down here. So there's bullish FEG here. Price dipped through and closed inside that bullish FEG and then pushed higher. So overall bullish on oil. Let's have a look at Dixie. So price moving from this internal and we're going to look for price to reach external. So looking for price to continue to move higher here. Also have that external almost aligned here with this internal level. So if price can reach through here, then we might start to look for price to go short again. You can see we had a opening day gap that's already been filled. We know gaps like to be filled, and we're looking for price to reach higher. We have equal highs for price to reach for. Most of this low resistance liquidity here has been taken now. But there's plenty more for price to reach for here as well. If we're going to run our standard deviations, I mean, this wick is pretty horrible. I'd be even inclined to just run them from here, because this is just such manipulation here. And we can see that these highs here align beautifully with the -2 to 2.5 and also that bearish FEG on the daily. So if we get a close below, a close above the -2.5, then we can anticipate that price to reach higher. So overall bullish on Dixie. There we go. So GBP yesterday we had a bearish bias. We were looking for price to reach into this bullish FEG. It's done exactly that. We had a nice reaction from there. And now price is starting to reach higher. So looking for internal to external. This would be the first area of interest I'd be looking for price to reach to. So bullish on GBP. And having a look at the hourly, we do have a change in the state of delivery. Price, this was the sweep into an important level, and then we have a leg with displacement, which is this leg here. Price was able to displace through and close above, and we've managed to break back through that after a small move below. So for me, that is being respected at the moment. So we do have that change in the state of delivery. We do have equal lows here, so that'll be just something to keep an eye on. And we have low resistance liquidity on the other side of price. Euro USD. So price located at this swing low. We did move from this bearish FEG yesterday, and then price sold off and closed below this bullish FEG. So look into that as being mitigated. Therefore, we could look for this low and price to be bearish. If we have a look at the hourly, you can see we're just trending down. And again, respecting bearish PD rays as we move lower. Sweep the high, move lower. Sweep the high, move lower. And we do have low resistance liquidity through here for price to reach for. So overall bearish on Euro USD as well. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there today. Thank you again for tuning in and watching the content. Please like and sub. It's greatly appreciated. Again, I'm targeting 500 subs by the end of September. We are on track for that. Excited to get to that level and keep building. Thank you, guys. We will catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.